What is going on, everybody? My name is Japes. Welcome back to another episode in my path to power. Before we get into the episode, though, if you guys are looking to purchase some MSP or PSN cards, make sure to check out thegamekeys.co.uk, or if FIFA coins are more your flavor, check out justfifacoins.com. They have instant delivery, and you can use the code JAPES to get yourself a 5% discount at checkout. So we are selling on our main man Xavi, and why is that? That is because Benyat is so OP. Not OP. He's not overpowered, but he is so good. And I highly recommend him for all your squads. And really, he's left a why would I keep a 15,000 coin or 14,000 coin player in Xavi in my squad when I'm gonna play this 800 coin player in Benyat over him every time? And there's no reason. And I decided to go out and check out Rodrigo. I think he is going to be our buy because I want to get our first inform. I think it'll be our first inform of Path to Power, which is awesome. That means we are heading in the right direction, starting to build up nicely. We obviously have Faguli out there, and Faguli's main man for us at the moment, or one of our main men. And he's been doing a good job. But Rodrigo, if I can find a pretty good deal, I think that he would be a great addition to the squad. Another goal threat up front. I know I talked in the last episode about how I tend to use my right forward more or less as my supporting striker, or supporting member of the attack. And I tend to use my left forward and my striker as the main two to go at it. But we have come up against Too Good. And the Crawl Show is what his team is. He is an Atletico Madrid fan, apparently. Even though he's using Bravo in goal, everybody else is Atletico. And a couple of really nice players in there. He's got a player that we're pretty familiar, or a couple players we're pretty familiar with, Churchy and Miranda. And it'll be interesting to see how we can hold up defending them, if they're as just big of a menace for him as they would be for us. But we're getting things started here, 15th minute. We're working it around nicely, side to side. And this is why one of the reasons I like this formation is you can play it a few different ways. And I actually had somebody message me on Twitter, and they said, Japes, I love the 4-3-2-1 formation, but I don't use it any way close to you. And I was like, all right. Well, what do you do? And the response was, I use my striker to be more of a center forward, and my left forward and my right forward to run on almost as strikers and play with it that way. And that's great if that works for you. And there's certain players that you most doubtably would want to play that for. You know, one of the things I've thought about doing is setting up a Bundesliga 4-3-2-1 side with the likes of Arjen Robben as my right forward, and then Marco Reus as my left forward, and then using a player like Mario Götze as a striker. Because I've used Götze as a striker before in a 4-1-2-2, and he really wasn't that bad. But with having players that you would want to use as strikers up there to run off of him, things would be potentially even better. So you can see we do have a free kick coming up here. The 1-1000, 2-1000. I'm going to try to count it out for you guys the way I do it in my head. So we've put Benyat on, even though he is the second best penalty kick taker behind Tremolinas, but we're going to give him a go. So 1-1000, 2-1000, and you're holding it over. As soon as you get that thing charged up, let it go. 1-1000, 2-1000 over to the side, and boom, we are. Actually, I think I might have counted that actually a little bit wrong for you guys. I apologize. I might have to. I'll have to go more into detail about that and try to count all of them out now, so you can kind of get the repetition with it. Because doing it just one off is kind of hard. Actually, the best way to do that would be to do an in my head episode, which I think I will try to do coming up here over the next few days. But with the in my head, I will do it probably no face cam because my setup just isn't the way where I need it to be right now. But I would be happy to do a live commentary for you fellas. So that will be my game plan for that. But you can see we're up 3-1 in this one. I know I really haven't been talking about the gameplay, but it is Faguli breaking free, and look at all that space at the far post. Just a lovely chip into the far corner. Icing on the cake for me in this one. 4-1. I believe that is going to be the final score, and he's just brilliant. If and when he gets an inform card this year, I will undoubtedly be picking him up. He will not be expensive, but he will be be very, very useful. And I always have room in my club for useful players. So there you can see, even though Mooney Ayin was the man of the match, Fuguli not too far behind him. Same thing with Banega and Benyat. And Ever Banega is really, really good. Probably my... would I go as far as to say that? Maybe. Probably my favorite non-rare central midfielder that I've used. Yeah, I'll go ahead and say that. So we're back on the hunt, and I see, right forward Rodrigo, set as a hunter. And I kind of put my foot in my mouth last time because I thought right wing to right forward cards went for more than they did, but that is not the case. But hunter cards, I can guarantee you, are very, very expensive. And 60K buy now for Rodrigo set in any position is pretty good. But with a hunter chemistry style on him, that is a good bit of business in my book. I will undoubtedly be able to sell him on for a bit more. I did decide to go out and sell Uche as well because I had an idea for another attacker that I'd like to bring into the squad coming up here. So you'll have to check that out in a future, in tomorrow's episode, I think is when he joins us. But we're bringing in Iaramendi as well. So we've got Iaramendi, Benyat, and I think it's Banega in the midfield. Currently just our most fit players. We did sell Barcelona's Rafinha on. He was on no contracts and low fitness. And honestly, he's not my favorite midfielder. I do like players that get up behind the striker, but I found that he kind of left me out to dry a few times. And his passing with his right foot was really, really suspect. He is a left-footed player, but sometimes it just feels horrible. Nice little bit of passing, and it's Rodrigo on his debut, 36 minutes in. Can't find the far corner, but the rebound does indeed fall to Antoine Griezmann, who he's so good. Like, he is so good. Another player that if and when he gets an inform card, look out. And if he gets an inform card as an attacking midfielder, that card will undoubtedly be very, very popular to not only play in that attacking midfield spot, but also as a striker. Especially considering that he already has, I think, how about that for a back heel? That is a lovely bit of play. Another wonderful passing sequence gets us a goal. But back to Griezmann, he already has, I think, 80 finishing on him. And if you're going to go ahead and upgrade that, that's going to be phenomenal. An interesting thing, though, he also has the specialty of being a dribbler, and he has the speed dribbler trait. And you guys all know exactly how effective speed dribbling is this year. And I've started to think about the different traits, and you guys will have to let me know. Leave me a comment so I can check it out. But tell me if you guys think that the traits really matter on Ultimate Team. Because interestingly enough, Benyat does have a free kick specialist trait. Griezmann has speed dribbler. Let me know the traits of your favorite players and whether or not you think they're actually noticeable in the comment section down below. But that is the title for us. We're moving on up in the world. We got 8,000 coins for that as well. And I think which division was that? I don't know. We've won the title, but I think that puts us into Division 3. I think that was maybe Division 4. Which we will be getting into next time. So thank you guys very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed the episode. That was Division 5. Now we're in Division 4. I correct myself. Other than that, my name is Japes, and I will catch you all next time.